my God, man. I Oh, man. I don't know what's worse, man. I don't know what's worse. The show that we seen tonight, the go home show that we seen tonight, or the stupidity of everybody on the internet, man. My God. You know, some people honestly should not even be behind the keyboard or shouldn't be behind a phone tweeting away. You know, there's some people that should be restricted from, just internet access completely or forums completely, man. You people are hilarious, man. There's no reason to go to a comedy club. There's no reason to listen to a funny joke and laugh. Just look at the reaction of everybody, man, and look at the reaction from tonight's show, man. It's enough to give you a full year of laughs. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know, man. I even tweeted. And by the way, this is your Monday Night Raw review for October 16th, 2017. 2017. Okay? This is not 2007. This is not 1997. It's 2017. It's the most important piece of information in this entire review tonight. It's October 16th, 2017. What can I say that has not already been said? There's no reason for me to yell. There's no reason for me to banter and wake up anybody that might be sleeping above me. There's no reason to lose my voice because I'm going to be doing a full week of streaming this week with WWE 2K18 officially coming out tomorrow. I got House of Glory on Saturday night with Glory of War. Michael Elgin versus the Amazing Red for the House of Glory World Championship that I have to be calling. There's no reason, man. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for me to yell, man. You know, I'm letting my anger out in my jovial laugh. That's how I'm letting my anger out tonight. Monday Night Raw was a true abomination tonight. This show was awful. This was easily one of the worst Raws of 2017. Shield reunion continues to fail. The Shield reunion continues to fail. WWE thought they were slick tonight. And then I have goons galore coming at me on Twitter. Oh, but JD, what is the difference between the old Shield theme and Roman Reigns theme, man? You're asking me, who was born in a family of musicians, who has musician's ear. Seriously. I don't know how to react tonight, man. I swear everybody's stupidity has shown tenfold tonight, man. I really am. I'm worried for the future of professional wrestling. I really am. You're asking me what's the difference between Roman Reigns' theme and the original Shield theme from 2003. Do I need to go over it for you? Do I? Do I have to play them for you here? I won't, because I don't want to get content ID strike on YouTube. There is a massive difference, okay? WWE thought they were slick tonight by including the spoken words in the beginning of the original theme, in the beginning of Roman Reigns' theme. You know, Roman Reigns wants to go on, podcasts, and he wants to call out Cody Rhodes about who draws better. I don't know, Mr. Roman Reigns. If you ask me, and I know I have 20/20 vision, I know I have very good vision, bro. I see empty seats galore during Monday Night Raw. You know, Ring of Honor had Global Wars on Sunday night. There wasn't a fucking empty seat in the entire house. So who's drawing, Roman Reigns? Who's drawing, Mr. Reigns? You know, I just want to throw it out there. If Roman Reigns wasn't handed his position on a silver platter, okay? And I'm going to make people salty here again, because people can't handle the truth here on YouTube.com. People can't handle the truth on Twitter. You know, if Roman Reigns wasn't having his dick sucked by Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn and everybody else of higher power in the WWE, he might as well be a fucking Freemason at this point, part of the Illuminati. I wouldn't put it past Roman Reigns, you know? If Roman Reigns wasn't handed the keys to the kingdom willingly, right? And he was on the independent circuit and he had to start on the independent circuit, Roman Reigns would be swallowed whole. Roman Reigns would be an insignificant speck on the independent circuit. There would be no way Roman would survive. He was given everything. He was given everything. I'm not saying the guy didn't work for it. I'm not saying the guy's not busting his ass. But the guy's got big fucking balls to come out and call out Cody Rhodes for who's got better drawing power. You know, he's got big balls to come out and say, oh, WWE is all about creativity. We need original characters, and we don't need people doing too sweets and suckets and trying to rehash gimmicks from 15 years ago. Excuse me, Mr. Roman Reigns, aren't you rehashing a gimmick from 5 years ago in hopes to get you over for Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 34? Which ultimately will be a failure, by the way. Which the cracks are already begin to form on Monday Night Raw. The cracks are forming already. You know, that Band-Aid is slowly coming off. Surely. Slowly but surely on Monday Night Raw tonight. We'll go over it just in case you guys missed it. I'm here to just reiterate it to you because a lot of people are blind out there. A lot of people are blind, deaf, tonight, stupid, tonight on Twitter and social media. You know, Roman Reigns wants to rehash a gimmick in hopes that it gets him over for WrestleMania, you know. Cody Rhodes. Here's another one for you. Sprinkle the salt tonight. Sprinkle the salt. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is more valuable to Ring of Honor than Roman Reigns is to the WWE. Without Roman Reigns, the WWE would be fine. Roman ain't drawing a fucking dime in WWE. What is he drawing? He ain't selling out house shows. In fact, house show attendance is the worst in the history of this company in 2017. You know? I'm excluding t-shirts and all this other nonsense. Roman is not as valuable to the WWE as Cody is to Ring of Honor. Okay? Simple as that. You want salt? There you go. I dumped a whole bucket of salt on you. Let me see you detract my statement there. Let me see the goons in the comment section come at me with every which way about why Roman is more valuable to WWE than Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is working for sold out crowds. Sold out. Not a standing room attendee in that entire arena. And every arena that the Bullet Club and he walk into. Raw, SmackDown, they can't sell out for shit. So who are you going to tell? What story do you guys got for me there? Huh? Let me see you debunk that one. You can't. I'm right and you're wrong. Deal with it. Salt tastes good at 12 o'clock midnight on a Tuesday morning. Anyway, it's 2017. It's 2017. We got a TLC pay-per-view coming up on Sunday, which we will be reviewing on this channel. So make sure you guys tune into Sunday night, as I will be here for TLC. Friday, Off the Script, episode 193, we will go over TLC in the preview and predictions video, like we usually do before a pay-per-view. It's 2017, folks. Why is Kane making yet another return to the WWE, as if everybody just magically forgot who Kane was? Every time Kane comes back, it's the same ending. Every time Kane comes back, it's the same return. What is there to be shocked about? What is there to be excited about? How many times has Kane come back in the confines of a steel cage and come up from underneath the ring? And this is something that you're excited about in 2017. I don't know what's worse, your stupidity or WWE's creative direction. Give me a break. Cut this shit out. Seriously, cut this shit out. I'm going back to Cody Rhodes here. What is the Bullet Club doing? The Bullet Club is making wrestling cool. Now, the Bullet Club is not everybody's cup of coffee. There are some old schoolers who just detest the Bullet Club, but you can't deny their drawing power. You can't deny their marketing skills. You can't deny their popularity. That's what's in. Bullet Club is making wrestling cool. I'm not a fan of the Bullet Club. I don't know anything about the Bullet Club. I know who they are. I know what they're doing. I know what their agenda is. I don't watch Ring of Honor. I don't watch New Japan, but I'm using them as an example. I know what's going on. I have my fingertip on the pulse of wrestling, though I don't watch everything, New Japan and Ring of Honor. I should be, but I'm not. I'm stuck reviewing fucking Kane's return to the WWE. But they're making wrestling cool again. How could you look at what independent wrestling is doing? How could you look at promotions like Ring of Honor selling out arena after arena, and Monday Night Raw can't fill an arena with 10,000, 12,000 seats? They're filling not even half that for Monday Night Raw, and you're okay with that. Do you want to know why they're not? Because we're getting Kane coming back on television in 2017. And then people are trying to argue with me. There's no arguing here. There's no arguing here. People are trying to prove me wrong when you cannot prove me wrong. You can't. On this issue, on this night, you can't prove me wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Get to the bench and sit down. Wait your turn again. And then it's going to be the same thing all over again. Another 3 pitches. Strikeout. Done. People are arguing with me. Oh, JD, Kane is back because he's ready to avenge his brother's WrestleMania loss and his retirement. What? What? 6 months? 6 months after WrestleMania. Now, Kane is about to avenge his brother's retirement. JD, he couldn't appear on television because he's running for mayor of Tennessee. Whose fucking fault is that? Whose fault is that? That's not my fault. I don't have to suffer because he wants to run for mayor of Tennessee. My show every Monday night doesn't have to suffer because he wants to run for mayor of Tennessee. What does Kane have to do with The Undertaker? Nothing. When was their last interaction? I can't even remember. No, but he's here to avenge his brother's WrestleMania retirement. Do you hear yourself speak? Do you people think before you type to me? Or are you just really one of those people that wants to prove me wrong? Seriously. It's 2017! Why is he on television? I understand Kane is a Hall of Famer. Fine. Not going to deny that fact. I understand Kane made one of the best, if not the best, debuts. Debuts! 20 years ago. I understand that. Inside the first ever Hell in a Cell. I understand that. But that was then, and this is now. The landscape of wrestling has changed. If there's one thing that the ending of Monday Night Raw proved tonight, is that WWE is so far gone from what is in now than ever before. There's no reason why WWE should not be keeping up with the pulse of wrestling and the wave that wrestling is going in now. This goes to show you that A, they don't care, B, everything that they do, they think is right, is in, and is cool. And it's not, and it's not. WWE is old, WWE is tired, WWE is formulaic, WWE is stale. I don't want to hear news reporters, I don't want to hear journalists, I don't want to hear insiders, I don't want to hear podcasters praise this ending of Monday Night Raw. If you do, You are nothing but a corporate shill who cannot think for himself. And that goes out to everybody doing the same thing that I'm doing from the comfort of my own home, making just as much money as you are. I just don't have the blue check mark next to my name. Give me a fucking break. Look yourself in the mirror and be true to your fans and be true to the product that you're watching. It's 2017. Yet I still see Kane on television and people are getting excited about it. He has nothing to do with The Undertaker. He has nothing to do with The Miz. He's 50 years old! Why am I seeing a 50-year-old Kane in the main event? When you have plethora of talent in NXT that should be in that spot. WWE does not want to get behind its own talent. That's what that tells me. That's what that tells me. This is a joke. An absolute joke. You got people on the Squared Circle Reddit forums praising this ending as if they've seen it for the first time. As if this was the first time we ever seen Kane come up from underneath the ring and make a return. How many returns did Kane make? Fire goes off with the ring post. He comes up through the floor of the ring. He chokeslams whomever is there, whomever is his target. Today, coincidentally, it was Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has this befuddled look on his face that everybody has when they see Kane. He's got belly fat flopping all over the place, man tits hanging out and dangling all over the place. Can't even execute a chokeslam. But yeah, continue to be excited about Kane's monumental 17th return to Monday Night Raw. Also, wasn't Kane drafted to SmackDown? Oh, but don't worry, Vince. I'm supposed to forget that fact, though, right? I'm supposed to forget that fact that Kane was drafted to SmackDown during the shake-up or the draft or whatever the fuck you guys are doing now, right? He wasn't even touched. He was drafted during last summer's draft, and he stayed on SmackDown. Now, miraculously, he shows up on Monday Night Raw with no given explanation. Why? Is he a free agent too? Or is he Kane, the demonic big red machine? He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Is he really on television because it's Halloween? Please tell me WWE is not that cheesy. That they put Kane in this role because it's Halloween or the month of Halloween. Now we have 5 men. We have 5 men. We have Kane, Braun Strowman, The Bar, and the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, going up against Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose. So Kane's coming back for what? To just feed Roman Reigns more? 5 men. Realistically, the Shield should lose this match. When you got Braun Strowman, Cesaro, Sheamus, and now Kane. Plus you got The Miz. So you mean to tell me that all these guys are going to be fed to the Shield on a nice big silver platter, right? And Roman Reigns is going to pick apart the pieces at the end and then just move on to do whatever he's got to do with Brock Lesnar. How is this exciting to anybody? You people sicken me. I'm not talking about the people that watch me. I'm talking about the people who just are so blind to everything that you're watching. The Shield and their original theme is vastly different than what we got tonight. Yeah, they put the vests on. They came out to Roman's theme with the spoken words in the beginning of their song. Yeah, I guess the new school Shield fans don't remember the old song, right? So when Rollins and Ambrose came out for their tag team title match later on in the evening against Sheamus and Cesaro, why didn't they come out to the Shield song? They came out to their original songs. Why are they coming out to Roman's song? No, but nobody understands that though, right? They want to argue about, oh, it sounds the same. No, it doesn't. I'm from a family of musicians. You ain't gonna tell me anything about music, motherfucker. You ain't gonna tell me anything about music. Listen to it and open your ears. The Shield 2003 theme is vastly different from the shit that's coming out Now with this Roman and Friends reunion. This ain't no Shield reunion. I don't believe you people, man. You guys really need to start opening your eyes, man. There's a lot of people disappointing me out there. Really. I don't believe how disappointing you people are. I don't believe people can be this gullible. I don't believe people could just sit down and enjoy what's going on now. You know? People are on Twitter saying, you know, this Shield reunion is great. I know what it's leading to, but I don't care. You don't care? So you're a puppet. That's what you're telling me. You're a puppet who willingly bends over and WWE sticks that dildo up your ass and you enjoy it. That's what you're telling me. That's not me. That's not me. I don't expect to make a change, but I'm not going to come on here publicly on my show that's on various platforms and make myself look like an idiot. You are. You can do whatever you want. Be a clown. Sound like an idiot. Fine. I'm not. I'm not going to do that. I never do that. I'm not right all the time, but I'm not going to make myself look like an idiot. I know what I'm talking about much more than when I'm wrong. Give me a break. This show was god-awful. I can end this review right here, to be honest with you. There's nothing that happened on this show. Nothing. This show was all about, it didn't even build to TLC that well. This show was built around finding a fifth member for the Miz's team against the Shield at TLC. That's all it was. That's all it was. Show started off with the Shield coming out. And Portland, Oregon, you people disgust me. The Shield comes out, and you're chanting, "This is awesome," as they're circling Kurt Angle in the middle of the ring. They didn't even get into the ring yet, and you're chanting, "This is awesome." These are the people that ruin the product. These are the people that ruin the product. And then these are the same people who booed Roman Reigns when he comes out by himself in the steel cage match against Braun Strowman. Which is it? Do you want to cheer Roman or do you want to boo Roman? You can't do both. Either you know what's going on or you're a complete blithering idiot. One or the other. So the Shield comes out, Kurt Angle starts the show, and Dean Ambrose takes the microphone and sounds like a complete raging lunatic. There's one shining beacon of hope in this Shield reunion. It's that Dean Ambrose hopefully turns heel, which I've talked about several times. I pitched the idea 4 weeks ago, and if it does happen, you know where you heard it first. Not that podcast, not this podcast, not this clown. Here. Let's get to the clip. So we get the Shield arriving on Raw, surrounding Kurt Angle, leaving threatening messages for The Miz, The Bar, and Braun Strowman. Yeah, sure it is, Portland. Sure it is. They didn't even throw a punch yet. This is awesome.
Does everybody here in Portland want to hear from the Shield?
No.
Here you go.
I think Kurt might have been a little intimidated.
That was a good choice, Kurt. Because when the hounds come down to this ring, you got two choices. You get out of our yard, or we beat your
Ooh.
Take it easy, big dog. Thank you, Kurt. We appreciate the ring. Man, does it feel good to be out here. And it is amazing how things come full circle. 5 years ago, the Shield had its very first match at TLC. And that night, we dominated. And every single night after that, when we were in this ring together, we dominated. And then one day, that all went away. But I am proud to stand here 5 years later in this ring with my brothers because the Shield is back and better than ever, baby!
How anybody could be excited for this shit?
Nobody in the
Fucking
history of
gullible
this business
fucks, man.
divides and conquers like the Shield. Nobody fights longer or harder than the Shield. There is no force of nature on this earth as powerful as the Shield. And hey, maybe I got a little ahead of myself last week when I said we take on, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, whatever. Maybe I got a little ahead of myself. Maybe that wasn't such a smart idea, not a smart thing to say, but you know what? If I could go back and do it again, I'd say the exact same thing. Because we just don't care, and we didn't put on our Sunday best tonight to come out here and talk about it. So I say, you four hombres, come out here right now, and we throw down right here in Portland.
Dean Ambrose threw the microphone down so hard that it came apart, dude. He's gotta go heel, dude. He's gotta go heel.
Oh, here we go, guys.
So at this point, Braun Strowman comes out, as you guys heard. The Miz comes out. And, they start to dwarf the Shield. And, they want... eventually, the Miz wants another man added to the team. Because Ambrose, he's just harping on what Ambrose said. They mentioned they could do 5, 6 guys. They could take on 5 or 6 guys at TLC. You got to live up to what Ambrose is wanting. What happened to your integrity, Mr. Angle? Right? So it eventually leads to The Miz and The Bar and Strowman in the ring. And Kurt Angle raises the stakes for the main events of this show, which was The Bar versus Ambrose and Rollins for the Tag Team Championships, and Strowman versus Reigns in the main event for nothing, was just a grudge match, steel cage. So Angle presents ultimatums and stipulations for tonight's show.
Understand that we're looking forward to Sunday. We're excited about exposing them for the overhyped nostalgia act that they truly are. For years, the Shield has been spoken as the greatest faction in the history of WWE. But they're not as good and never were as good as you think they are. Especially after what they've been through. They can't contend with us. The Shield is co-workers working amongst each other. We are a family. You attack one of us, you attack all of us. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, that I wouldn't do for Curtis. There is nothing I wouldn't do for Bo, who is not here. For these two, there is nothing I wouldn't do for the 4th member of our team. And my guest tonight, he is a monster among men. Ladies and gentlemen, get up out of your seats for Braun Strowman.
Miz, I would have shattered the Shield tonight.
Braun Strowman's one-liners are fucking
Last
great,
week they
dude.
came together and they triple powerbombed me through the announcement table.
There's some booze in there. That's
because none of them could stop me on their own. So now, I tear them apart one by one, piece by piece, until the Shield is done and gone forever.
Braun Strowman he's great, man.
And that starts tonight inside of a steel cage with Roman Reigns, because I'm making them lock the door shut so he can't run away from me.
And I guess Dean Ambrose is still sipping on the Kool-Aid because he's still running his mouth that the Shield can take on any 4 or 5 guys. Well, Dean, we accept your challenge. At TLC, the Shield will face the team of Braun Strowman, Sheamus, Cesaro, yours truly, and the fifth member.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Curtis Axel was getting a nice ovation there, as you guys heard, man. Curtis Axel, I've always liked him. You know, a lot of people tell me the reason why he failed is because he didn't use his father's last name, Mr. Perfect, Hennig. That's not the reason. WWE never got behind him. WWE never seen value in Mr. Perfect's son. That's why he never got over. They gave him the Intercontinental Championship and they gave him a chance, but they never let him run with it. They never let him run with it. How are you going to have the son of Mr. Perfect, one of the greatest ever, in your company and not give him a role to at least try and fill his father's shoes, which is very difficult to do, but, you know, Axel's got a great look. He's great in the ring, and he's not bad on the microphone. He's not Mr. Perfect. He's not his father, but he's not bad. And TLC's going to be in Minneapolis. He's from Minneapolis. Why not give him the shot? I don't get it, you know? But I'm hoping that in the end, I'm hoping the end game here with Axel and the Miztourage and Bo Dallas is that those guys ultimately get over where they can finally break out on their own. I just hope at that point it's not too late. So Kurt Angle comes and says, whoa, 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 it's not, I sanction a 4-on-3, not a 5-on-3. And that's when he makes the stipulations for tonight's show.
You're pushing this way too far. I agreed to a fourth partner, but not a 3-on-5.
You don't need to agree, Kurt. You heard Dean Ambrose. Dean said that they could take on any 4 or 5 guys.
I
Well,
don't
they're begging
care.
for it.
I don't care what Dean Ambrose said. It's not in the best.
Kurt, words still matter, Kurt. What about your 3 eyes? What about integrity?
You're gonna stand there and shut the hell up. Because I'm the Raw general manager, and I told you so. This is how we're gonna settle it, like we always do, in the ring. That's how we do it on Raw. So you want a 5th partner at TLC? Then Braun Strowman's gonna have to defeat Roman Reigns in the steel cage match tonight. Whoa, but if Roman Reigns wins the match, then the match at TLC goes back to being a 3-on-3, and you lose Braun Strowman as a partner.
See, I like that stipulation, man. I like that stipulation. Now, some might say that it's kind of predictable because they can, you know, kind of feel like, why would WWE want to leave Braun Strowman off of the pay-per-view? You know, but I like that stipulation. It builds intrigue for the show. It builds intrigue for the steel cage match because going into it, it was nothing but a grudge match. And I just like it. It made sense. It made things feel a little bit more important than they do now. So, you know, every now and then, Monday Night Raw, you know, they pull out a little nugget of logic here, or a little nugget of common sense, and every once in a blue moon, they'll be like, oh, wow, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. This was one of those little nuggets of common sense. It was a little nugget of a good idea. Finally, you know? So I like that stipulation, you know, brought forth by Kurt Angle. Curtis Axel wanted to be a part of this. Let's finish what Kurt Angle has to say here first before I get into the next segment.
Agreed?
We accept.
So Braun Strowman didn't even have the Miz
So this night's
accept.
not
He
filled with
accepted on him,
chaos.
on his behalf.
During both the tag team title match and the steel cage match, everybody is banned from ringside. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
So I like that. That was a good little stipulation there. If Braun wins, they get a 5th guy. If they lose, or if he loses the Roman Reigns in the steel cage match, it goes back to being a 3-on-3 with the Bar and the Miz. So they ultimately wanted Axel. They wanted Axel to be a part of this. So there was a backstage segment where Axel was proclaiming to Braun Strowman that he wants this. He's begging Braun Strowman to hurt Roman Reigns in that match. He's begging Braun Strowman to defeat Roman Reigns so that he can be in that main event TLC match in Minneapolis. He wants this to be a moment for himself. He wants to be there. He wants to experience this with the rest of his family. So Braun Strowman says, well, listen, if you're looking for Roman Reigns, then why don't you go find him? So Curtis Axel was then backtracking and saying, oh, listen, I'm not ready for it. I'm in my suit. And then Cesaro and Sheamus started egging him on. You know, we don't want to be associated with anybody, for this team if they don't want to go and seek out Roman Reigns, you know? So they kind of egged him on. They peer pressured him to go find Roman Reigns. So he eventually found all three members of the Shield standing in the backstage area. So we see Axel walking towards all three guys, Ambrose, Reigns, and Rollins. They cut to a commercial. We come back from commercial, and we see Axel hanging upside down by his feet from one of those little forklifts. He's shirtless. It looks like he's got bruises on his chest and on his midsection. He was stripped of his clothing. His pants were ripped. He was hanging upside down. Miz was asking, who did this? Where is he? Where's Reigns? Where's Rollins? Where's Ambrose? So that was the cliffhanger going into the main event. Now, with the main event of Strowman and Reigns, we got The Miz sitting out by the ringside table with Graves, Booker T, and Michael Cole. And this is where everything just unfolds. So The Miz had it in his back pocket that Kane was going to come up from underneath the ring. Kane interfered in this match and cost Roman Reigns the steel cage match with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman won in the end, and he defeated Roman Reigns. How he won, I don't even know. Let me check my notes here. What did I have written down? So Braun took advantage of the distraction, hit a body avalanche in the corner. Roman Reigns hit a spear. Kane comes up from underneath the ring, crawls out of the hole, chokeslam on Roman. Braun hoists him up, running power slam. Kane picks up Roman again, tombstone pile driver. So Strowman takes the straps down. He does his signature scream. One more power slam. Roman ultimately destroyed tonight. Braun Strowman wins by pinfall with the assist from Kane. Where was Rollins and Ambrose and Sheamus and Cesaro, might you ask? Well, they did try and come down and interfere. The Bar tried to interfere. Roman was trying to escape over the cage, but the Bar came to interfere. That prompted Ambrose and Rollins to come out. They were supposed to get involved. They fought all the way to the back. The Miz, the wily, sneaky veteran that he is, he's seen all four men fight into the parking garage, and he closed the garage gate on them so that they couldn't get back into the arena, leaving Braun with Roman all by himself. That's when Kane came up from underneath the ring and did what he had to do. If you guys enjoyed that ending, you must be corporate shills. If you guys enjoyed that ending, you must honestly be one of those people who just love Kool-Aid. And that thing, I'm telling you, is filled with nothing but sugar. If you enjoyed this tonight, you got some mental issues. This is rinse and repeat over and over and over again. Do not take your eye off the ball. This is to get Roman Reigns over, and it's to do nothing but get Roman Reigns over. Ultimately, in the end, we're going to go right back to square one, and all of this will be forgotten by the Royal Rumble. Believe me, this was nothing but a waste of time. This is nothing but a waste of time. I don't care if Kane fought the Shield in their pay-per-view debut. I don't care that Kane is The Undertaker's brother. I don't care. I don't care. This should not be on our televisions in 2017. Just go back and watch the beginning of this video. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. You guys make me sick because you can't stick up for what is right. You always fall for the bullshit. You're nothing but suckers. That's all you are. That's all you are. This is trash. So now it's 5-on-3. What's going to happen at TLC? I wonder what's going to happen. Are the Shield going to lose? I doubt it. Why would they lose their first match back together on a major pay-per-view? They didn't lose their first time. They're not going to lose in their reunion tea time with Roman friends. It's not going to happen. That's all this show was built around. Who's the fifth man? This ain't the NWO. This is nothing but getting Roman over. And it's making everybody sick to their stomach. Rest of the show, let me breeze through the rest of this show, man. Elias sitting in the ring with the club. You got Carl Anderson singing the theme song to the Honky Tonk Man. These guys are world-class athletes over in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They come over to WWE and make easy money, and WWE Creative's got them singing the fucking Honky Tonk Man's theme song. Sure. Really good business decision there, Mr. Carl Anderson. Let me see you defend that one. So, we had a six-man tag here, the Club and Elias versus Jason Jordan, Titus O'Neil, and Apollo Crews. Some further Kurt Angle is, he is having his son. He's allowing his son to team with Titus Catering. He must really love his son. Jesus Christ. Jason Jordan and Titus Catering win this match. Back suplex powerbomb from Apollo Crews on Carl Anderson. Do you care? No. I know you don't care. Everybody in this match is dead, except for Elias. Well, he might as well be dead. They got nothing going on for him. They got him in this pitiful feud. What is it doing for him? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alexa Bliss is talking about Asuka. Emma is sick of hearing about Asuka. And Emma is sick of hearing of Asuka. Michael Cole made some snide remark tonight. You know who Asuka reminds me of? He says, Enzo. Or Emma. I think it was Emma, he said. I'm sorry. You know who Emma reminds me of? Enzo. How do you look at Emma and they get Enzo Amore? And then Corey Graves. You gotta see the look Corey Graves gave him. Like, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? You're making yourself look like a complete asshole. Live on USA Network. Emma is interviewed backstage. She says she's sick of hearing about Asuka. Why isn't the attention on her? Oh, the attention's on you, honey. The attention's on you. You're going to be receiving a big, massive L on Sunday night. She started the women's revolution. She beat 4 of the toughest women in the world. She's a social media superstar. What has Asuka done around here? Well, I don't know. Apparently, NXT means nothing to anybody on Monday Night Raw. 528 days of a title reign down at NXT mean nothing to Monday Night Raw, right? What did Asuka do? What has Asuka done? She's beaten you before, right, Emma? Yeah, what has she done? Can we stop asking what Asuka has done and actually acknowledge what she's done in NXT? Please? Tired of this shit where they come up from NXT and everything that they've done down there is seemingly forgotten. You don't forget about 500 days. I give her 3 months and she's losing to fucking Nia Jax. Guarantee it. Alexa Bliss rolls on in, says Asuka hasn't done anything, but Emma single-handedly started the women's revolution, and she wants to thank her for it. Just buttering up Emma. Ultimately, she says, why don't we team up tonight? Against Mickie James and if she can find a partner. So it ends up being Mickie James and Bayley. Yeah, some tag team that is. Cedric Alexander and Jack Gallagher went one-on-one. Where were my eyes? Not on the television because 205 Live sucks cock. I even tweeted out, I think 205 Live should be canceled. Neville's not there. What's the point? What is the point of watching? These guys have been buried for over a year. There's no point in watching. Nobody's watching 205 Live. The Cruiserweights are a disaster. All over 205 Live and all over Monday Night Raw. Just cancel it. Just cancel it. There's nobody that gives a shit about the Cruiserweights. Nobody. And nobody will care. You fucked it up. You fucked it up. Fix it. Do what needs to be done. Or just quit altogether. Simple as that. Cedric Alexander wins with a lumbar check to Jack Gallagher. Apparently, Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann are going to be teaming up against Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher at the pay-per-view. Yeah, I'm real excited about that one. Real excited about that one. Alicia Fox versus Sasha Banks. Just go on a podcast with a WWE employee, with someone on their payroll. Complain that you're not being used, and there you go. You got 3 weeks of television time, right? Yeah, but then the people tell me, well, JD, at least she has television time. Some television time is better than no television time, but it's pointless television. It's pointless television. I don't care. Sasha's not in anything important. Alicia Fox, after 10 years, will never be important. WWE pretty much gave her a t-shirt out of pity. WWE's giving her television time out of pity. And I'm supposed to enjoy Alicia Fox being on television. This reeks of WWE not wanting her on television. And the only reason why she is on television is because she complained on Lillian Garcia's podcast. No, but I'm supposed to enjoy it though, right? So Sasha Banks loses to the bank statement. After the match, Sasha Banks says Fox is as tough as she is crazy. That's why you beat her in 3 minutes. She was real tough, right, Sasha? So Alicia Fox comes out of nowhere and blindsides her, attacks her in the back, starts throwing Sasha Banks into some road cases that's in the backstage area. She shoves the referee down. Ultimately, she was suspended and docked pay. So there goes all the royalties from her new t-shirt. They docked her pay, or she was heavily fined for shoving a WWE official. Ooh. We got Enzo Amore, and Kalisto in the ring together here. So Enzo comes, and he's booed. I will talk about that in a second. He is asking, where is his boo? Meaning his boo, his Cruiserweight Championship. He rolls footage on the Titantron of the title loss last week. He wants to be real for 1 minute. He got nuked. Enzo got duped. Enzo got screwed. Enzo got robbed of his title. And that's no conspiracy, folks. That's a fact, he says. He complains about being forced into a lumberjack match for the title and says Mustafa Ali helped steal the title from him. So Kalisto comes in. He does his whole entrance, lucha. He tells Enzo, enough is enough. His mouth is like a 7-Eleven. It never closes. You can blame him. You can blame Kurt Angle. You can blame the whole 205 Live roster. You can blame the WWE Universe. Whatever helps you sleep at night on the knockoff Gucci sheets that he has. But there won't be any excuses come TLC when he becomes. Now, I'm not kidding you. He says, whatever helps you sleep at night, there won't be any excuses at TLC when he becomes the new Cruiserweight Champion. This is what Kalisto said. So I'm guessing that Kalisto might have suffered a concussion somewhere in between last week and this week, and maybe he forgot. Maybe he developed Alzheimer's in the week. Maybe he developed amnesia in the week. I don't know. Maybe he was so drugged out. Maybe he was so drugged out on tonight's show that he was sleeping through most of it and forgot that he was in a Cruiserweight Championship match last week and won the title. He's wearing the title. He's wearing the title, and he tells Enzo Amore, I'm going to become the new Cruiserweight Champion. What the fuck is around your waist then? You want my early prediction on what happens in the Cruiserweight title match at TLC? Just go reference this promo. They gave it to Kalisto. They gave it right back to Enzo Amore. That's the guy you got representing your Cruiserweight division. Good job, WWE. So all of a sudden, we get Arya Daivari, Drew Gulak, Noam Dar, and Tony Nese coming down the ring, and they're beating Kalisto down. I don't watch 205 Live. I had to reference other people's words on Twitter. Now, why I would watch 205 Live, I don't know. But Enzo was just beat down by the entire Cruiserweight division 3 weeks ago, for several weeks. So now all of a sudden, all it takes is one apology, and Enzo is forgiving of the entire roster, and now they're helping him? So they beat him down for weeks. They embarrassed him for weeks. All they did was apologize. And Enzo says, okay. Why? How? For what? How does anybody like this? How does anybody enjoy this? This is sheer stupidity. The one thing about this segment is that Enzo was 100% heel here. And you know what? You know what? I enjoyed it. I thought Enzo was the best tonight than he ever was. And that's saying a lot, because I can't stand him. He's still get off my TV worthy, no doubt about it. But I think Enzo, full-fledged heel, is better than this in-between nonsense. He's just got a dick-like attitude. He's got that attitude that makes you want to hate him legitimately. I think he plays that role good. They should keep on that. They should keep on that. But whatever they did here, it looks like they're setting up for possible Survivor Series with the Cruiserweights. Probably. I could be wrong, but, I mean, we are only 4 weeks away from Survivor Series. I would not doubt it if Enzo's going to lead his team against Kalisto's team at Survivor Series. See what happens. We got the tag team title match. Sheamus and Cesaro, The Bar versus The Shield, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. The Shield win by pinfall here. They retained the Raw Tag Team Championship. Ambrose and Cesaro were going at it. A diving elbow connects. Sheamus breaks up the pin. Ambrose diving elbow is awful. Absolutely awful. Rollins is in. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Dean knocks Sheamus back outside. Back body drop from Cesaro. Big boot in the corner. Tag to Sheamus. Springboard heart attack from Sheamus and Cesaro. Double team move. Rollins makes the save. He saved the titles there. Cesaro fights off Seth Rollins with a lariat. He tags in. So we got a double crucifix powerbomb. Ambrose slips out. Ripcord knee from Seth Rollins. 1, 2, 3. Shield win by pinfall. Dirty deeds from Dean Ambrose on Cesaro. So now we got the Shield beating the Bar again for the Tag Team Championships. This should be the end of all Tag Team title matches for Sheamus and Cesaro. Where do they go from here with no division on Monday Night Raw? The Hardys are done. The Revival ain't coming back till next year. Rhino and Slater might as well be unemployed, right? Golden Truth is broken up. The Club are garbage. The Shield and Sheamus and Cesaro. No tag teams on Monday Night Raw. Where do they go from here? I'll tell you where they go from here. You got to use the plan and the booking that I gave you. Money. After this, there's no more tag team title defenses. After this, Ambrose turns on the Shield at Survivor Series. There you go. I don't expect a payday, but I do expect some recognition for it when it does happen. Because that is the best that could come out of this entire Shield reunion. Alexa Bliss and Emma versus Bayley and Mickie James. Bayley and Mickie James win by pinfall. Mick kick from Mickie James on Alexa Bliss. She pinned the champion ahead of the pay-per-view. You know what that means. Alexa ain't losing her title at TLC. And that was pretty much it, man. Braun Strowman, you guys know the deal. One thing about the steel cage match, there was one move in the steel cage match. Roman was about to climb out over the top. That's when the Bar came in and did what they did. They stopped Roman from going to the outside. Braun Strowman pulled Roman Reigns back in by his vest. And with one hand, took Reigns off the top of the cage by his vest onto his shoulder into a vertical suplex off the top rope. That was the best spot of the night. Very impressive. They always work well together. Not doubting Reigns and Strowman. But this Raw did absolutely nothing to get you excited about TLC. And Kane is still on our TVs and in the main event of Raw and in the main event of a pay-per-view in 2017. If you don't find an issue with that, you have serious mental deficiencies. Just letting you know right now. If you enjoyed the Monday Night Raw review, hit that thumbs up and let me know what you guys think down below. I am right. You are wrong. I know. You ain't telling me nothing new. But if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe down below, and hit that bell. Turn that bell on for all notifications. Follow me on Twitter, at JDFROMNY206. And thank you all for the WWE 2K18 live stream this morning. We had almost 1,000 viewers. We're aiming to do it again tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Join me on YouTube. Live stream with WWE 2K18, my career mode, at 11 a.m. We're going to do it big for 2 hours. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'll be streaming on Twitch. Universe mode. My full-fledged draft. So follow me on Twitter. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow, man. So I'll be streaming on YouTube and streaming on Twitch. WWE 2K. My career on YouTube. Universe mode draft. Hangout on Twitch. So join me tomorrow all day, man. Thank you guys so much. I am JD. I'll see you guys right back here tomorrow for those 2 live streams and SmackDown Live. I'll talk to you later.